In short way, I would say, you are the Michelangelo of your destiny. You create your destiny through your thoughts. And nobody else. For complaining, so many things are there around you. Don't look up and down. Don't look left and right. And you have the potential for that. And you have the power within yourself for creating your world and unleash that potential. And you create your destiny. Unleash that potential, that hidden talent, that sleeping potential. I'm sure you can do it. Welcome back, students. Let us do one question. Find the zeros of the polynomial x squared plus 7x plus 10. Let us find the zeros of this polynomial. So when you get a question like this, you rewrite the question. 7x plus 10. Then we will factorize that. Here it is easy. It's a quadratic polynomial. We can split the middle terms. So factorize the polynomial by splitting the middle term. Where sum is equal to 7 and product equal to 10. Coefficient of x is sum and coefficient of constant and coefficient of x, product of x square and the constant is product. So here is 1, 10. Imagine two numbers whose sum should be 7 and product should be 10. Yes, very simple. We have 5 and 2. When we add it, we will get 7, and when we multiply it, when we get 10. And then what are the factors? We split the middle term. But since you are in 10th standard, you can directly write the product. That is x plus 5 into x plus 2. Another one, x square minus 5x plus 6. Sum is what? Minus 5. Product is 6. Imagine two numbers whose sum is minus 5 and product is minus 2. Right? And you can directly write, when you add these two, minus 3 and minus 2, minus 5 you will get. And when you multiply these two, you get 6. Provided the coefficient of x square is 1. Coefficient of x square is 1. Directly you can write, save your time instead of splitting the middle term. But here in this question I will split the middle term because we have just started the chapter. Okay? Now, tell me x square split in terms of 5 and 2. 5x plus 2x plus 10. We have split the middle term. Then from the first two take x out and x plus 5, right? And plus, write the same sign here. From the last two take 2 out, you will get x plus 5, correct? Then x plus 5 is common. X plus 5 into x plus 2 are the factors. So if you are getting such a question, what to do? Quadratic polynomial, you should do factorization by splitting the middle term. Now, how we can find the zeros? This is P of x, correct? Equal to x plus 5 into 3 plus 2 equal to P of x. Then P of x equal to 0. We are assuming 0. That this means each one of them is equal to 0. That is x plus 5 equal to 0, x equal to minus 5. Then next is x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to minus 2. Then you write the zeros, as some students are leaving till after this. After this they don't write. This is no, they did not ask you x, they did not ask you x or y. You are supposed to write the zeros. That too in word. So zeros are minus 5 and minus 2. Zeros are minus 5 and minus 2. This is the answer to the question. I believe you understood. First is finding the zeros. And this is the way how we can find the zeros of a polynomial. Clear? Now we are going to do constructing a polynomial. Construction of a polynomial. How we can construct a polynomial? If we have zeros, if you have zeros, see zeros are with us, we can consider, say for example, 0 is 3 and minus 2. Zeros are 3 and minus 2. We can construct a quadratic polynomial by using the formula x square minus sum of the zeros into x. S stands for sum of the zeros. Or some students would write alpha plus beta. Alpha is one zero, beta is the second zero, because a quadratic polynomial has two zeros. One of them is represented by alpha and the second is represented by beta. So that we can write x square minus is already there, alpha plus beta into x, or sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. What are these? Are the zeros only. Sometimes in second question, sum of the zeros and product of the zeros will be given directly. So you may apply the same value directly. Here we can find the sum of the zeros. Tell me sum of the zeros equal to 3 plus minus 2 equal to 1. Then what is the product? Product equal to 3 into minus 2 equal to what? Minus 6. Then what is the polynomial? X square minus plus x square minus is already there. X minus 6. This is the polynomial having zeros 3 and minus 2. Clear? X square minus x minus 6. So what is the form? What is this one? X square minus xx plus p. Clear? Now there is a relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. If ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic polynomial, then what is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients? Then sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square is the sum of the zeros for quadratic polynomial a square plus bx plus c. Sum of the zeros equal to, without finding the zeros separately, I repeat, without finding the zeros separately, we can find the sum of the zeros directly using this formula minus b by a, and product of the zeros equal to c by a. C is the constant and a is the coefficient of a square. In this case also we do not have to find the zero directly for a quadratic. Say for example 4x square plus 3x plus 2. What is the sum of the zeros? Sum of example zeros is equal to minus b by a, right? That is minus 3 by 4. Very simple. But sum only we will get, and product of zeros is equal to, tell me, c by a, that is 2 by 4 equal to 1 by 2. Directly we can find out without finding intuitively the zeros. So this is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient, very important, and we have question to come for exam. Clear? Yes, let us do one question. Construction of a polynomial. Find the quadratic polynomial. The sum and product of zeros are minus 3 and 5 respectively. Read the question carefully. In this question, sum and product are directly given. Don't confuse it as zeros. So sum is given. Right? Sum of zeros is given equal to, or alpha plus beta. Okay, alpha is equal to minus 3, and product of zeros. This is say yes sir, and product of p equal to 5. And we know the polynomial x square minus sx plus p, correct? X square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros, correct? That is x square minus minus, that is plus 3x plus 5. Very simple. X square plus 3x plus 5 is the polynomial whose sum of the zeros is minus 3 and product of the zeros is 5. And after this we can find the zeros also in second question they will ask me. But in this particular it is not there. Okay? Let us do one more question. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square plus x minus 12 and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So first we have to find the zeros. We know how to find it. Then we know the relationship also. Just before we learned that sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. Correct? We have to prove it. So first we will find the zeros. How we find? It's a quadratic polynomial, and we know by splitting the middle term. Sum is 1, coefficient of x that is 1, and product is minus 12. We did in 9th standard, splitting a middle by splitting the middle term. Imagine two numbers, so sum should be 1 and product should be minus 12. We know 4 and minus 3. When we add it, we get 1, and when we multiply, we get minus 12. Then, as I told you, if to save your time, if the power of or the coefficient of x square is 1, then directly you can write, no need to split to the middle term. The factors are x plus 4 into x minus 3. We factor. Since you are in 10th standard, then we are going, this is p of x. Now, p of x equal to 0. This means each one of them is equal to 0. That is x plus 4 equal to 0, x equal to minus 4, then x minus 3 equal to 0, x equal to 3. Clear? Then write the answer to the first part. What is that? Therefore, the zeros are 4 and minus 4 and 3. This is the answer to the first part, very important. Don't write x equal to minus 4 and x equal to 3 only. You won't get your mark. Now, we are going to find the next one. Verify the relationship. Yes, let us be sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is equal to. Remember, don't say it away, write minus b by a. You will not get mark. That is not the answer. You have to prove it as 1 minus b by a. Clear? Sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. But we don't know. We are going to prove it. Yes. Minus 4 plus 3 equal to minus 1. Correct? Equal to, tell me, minus 1 by 1. What is it? A you know. A you know. What is it? A equal to 1, B equal to 1, and C equal to minus 2. Correct? This is minus B by 1. Correct? Minus or minus, right? This minus B by. So, sum of the zeros we have proved it as minus B by 1. Now, product of the zeros. Product of zeros is equal to, as I said, don't write C by A in the beginning, we have to prove it. That is minus 4 into 3 equal to minus 12 equal to minus 12 by 1 equal to C by A, because C is minus 12. And this is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. And this is the second part of the question. And this is the first part. Clear? And you know, it is so simple and very easy for you. Let us do one more question. Using alpha and beta. If you do all these questions, this one question you can do similar any time. So many are there. So the question is, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, then find alpha plus beta, find 1 by alpha and 1 plus 1 by beta, find alpha square plus beta square, find alpha by beta plus beta by alpha, find alpha minus beta, and this is alpha cube plus beta cube. Very simple question and important also. Similar questions are there. Let us do. What is the first answer? If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, then we know alpha plus beta equal to minus b by b. We already learned alpha plus beta equal to minus sum of the zeros equal to minus b by a. And then let us find the second one. Yes, 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Yes, how we can find out? Check LCM. Alpha, beta is LCM. You get beta plus alpha, correct? Beta plus alpha. So what is beta plus alpha? Alpha we know 1 b by a. What is alpha by beta? C by a, correct? Is equal to, yes, minus b by a into a by c. Cancel. You will get a minus b by c, correct? Minus b by c. So 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta equal to minus b by c. Now let us do the third one. Alpha square plus beta square. Remember the identity. A square plus b square equal to a plus b. The always such a question you get, transform that one in terms of the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. Sum of the zeros you know already minus b by a, and product of the zeros you know c by a. So all these expressions must be converted into sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. Then it is very easy. So we know alpha and beta are not given. We know alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Therefore, a square plus b square equal to identity in terms of sum a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Correct or not? A plus b the sum and ab is the product. So how we can write alpha square plus beta square equal to alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. When you expand, you will get 2 alpha beta will be cancelled, you will get alpha square plus beta square. Then substitute. Here we know minus b by a the whole square. Right? And 2 into c by a. Expand b square by a square minus 2c by a. LCM a square b square minus 2ac is a alpha square plus beta square. Correct? So here expand b square by a square minus 2c by a. Taking LCM we will get b square minus 2ac by a square. Very simple. And we will go for the third one. The fourth one is alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Yes, take LCM. Alpha beta by alpha plus beta, alpha square plus beta square, right? Then we know alpha square plus beta square. Yes, can we change in terms of sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. So alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta by alpha beta. Correct? Yes, simple. We did it before. Now alpha plus beta is what? We already know minus b by a the whole square minus 2c by a the whole by c by a. Correct? Then this we already solved before. B square minus 2ac by a square by c by a. Multiply b square minus 2ac by a square into a by c. Cancel. So we get b square minus 2ac by AC. B square minus 2AC by AC is alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Clear? Alpha minus beta, A minus B is A minus B, the whole square is equal to, so first we will find out the alpha minus beta, the whole square equal to alpha plus beta, the whole square minus 4 alpha beta. You know why? We do not know alpha and beta. We only have sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. We do not have the difference of them also. So, to find an important question, to find alpha minus beta, we have to convert this in terms of sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. So, what is alpha plus beta? We know already. The whole square minus 4c by a, correct? When we take LCM, a square minus 4c by a. Take LCM, a square is the LCM, then b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac by a square is alpha minus beta. Here again identity only, a minus b equal to a plus b the whole square minus 4ab. Now, our question is not alpha minus beta the whole square. We need what? Alpha minus beta. Therefore, alpha minus beta equal to root b square minus 4ac the whole by a. The square root of a square is a. Clear? Alpha minus beta equal to root of b square minus 4ac by a. Clear? Now, let us do the last one. Sixth one. Alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to, yes, identity, 9th standard identity. A cube plus b cube equal to a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. Convert this one in terms of sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. That is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Correct? A cube plus b cube equal to a plus b the whole. That is sum of the zeros we know minus b by a the whole cube minus 3 into c by a into minus d by a. Correct? Alpha cube plus beta cube equal to, repeat, alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3ab into alpha beta into alpha plus b. We have value for all these. Just put it there. That's all. So minus b cube by a cube. The minus into minus, that is 3 bc by a square. Then we take LCM. A cube is LCM minus b cube plus 3abc. 3abc is the answer to alpha cube plus beta cube. How you feel about when you do this sixth question? Very easy, no? Very easy. And this chapter itself is so easy, you can enjoy it. We are doing another question. Coming for example, so if alpha and beta are the zeros of a polynomial, 4x squared plus 4x plus 1, simple one. Then form another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 alpha and 2 beta. And sometimes alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta will come. Different types will come. So how we can do this question? Very simple. Understand. From the given polynomial, write the sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros, right? What is that? We know minus b by a, minus 4 by 4 equal to minus 1. So, from the given polynomial, write the sum of the zeros. Then, alpha beta product also write c by a equal to 1 by 4, right? C by A, minus 4 by 4 and minus 1 and product 1 by 4. Then find the sum and product of the given zeros. These are the given zeros. So sum equal to 2 alpha plus 2 beta. Correct? 2 is taken out, alpha plus beta. Correct? That is 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So we found the zeros, sum of the zeros of the given zeros. Then find the product. Tell me 2 alpha into 2 beta, right? That is 4 alpha beta equal to 4 into 1 by 4 equal to 1. So we have found sum of the zeros of the given zeros and product. Now we know form a quadratic whose zeros are this, right? So we know the form. What is that form? X square minus x plus p. X square minus sum of the zeros. These are the zeros. A plus product, that is x square. What is the sum of the zeros? That is minus 2 x square, that is you get plus 2x. You know why? Minus minus. Minus 2 minus. Then plus product, that is 1. So the given polynomial, the polynomial whose zeros are 2 alpha and 2 beta is this. Clear? One more question. A different type. If 1 0 of the polynomial a plus 2 into x square plus 6x plus 5a is the reciprocal of the other, finding. This is also a board question, and I will do all board questions. So if 1 0 of the polynomial a plus 2 into x square plus 6x plus 5a is the reciprocal of the other, finding. And let 1 0 is equal to alpha, and we are given that the other 0 is the reciprocal, so therefore the other 0 equal to 1 by alpha. Correct? If 1 0 is alpha, the other is 1 by alpha, reciprocal of the other. And we know a plus 2 into x square plus 6x plus 5a, we know alpha plus beta. Here beta equal to 1 by alpha. Other zero is 1 alpha, 1 is alpha, the other is 1 by alpha. We know here alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Correct? That is, here we don't need to use the sum of the zeros. It is easy, use the product because 1 is the reciprocal. So product alpha beta equal to c by a. Correct? So what is alpha beta? What is c by a? Alpha is alpha itself. Alpha is alpha, but beta is 1 by alpha. Correct? Equal to c. C in this equation is 5a. Correct? This is A, and this is B, and this is C. Correct? So ax square plus bx plus c. So c is 5a, but a is a plus 2. Correct? Now this is cancelled by 1. 5a equal to a plus 2 is cross multiply 5a, and 5a is going to be 2 is going to the other side. A minus 5a equal to minus 2. 2 is going to the right side. 5a is going to the left side, right? So minus 4a equal to minus 2. A equal to minus 2 by minus 4 equal to 1 by 2. Clear? Now I repeat. 1. This is a quadratic polynomial. 1 0 is the reciprocal of the other. We took one zero is alpha and the second zero beta is reciprocal of alpha, then use the product because one is alpha, the other is reciprocal, so that they will be cancelled. So product of the zero equal to c by a. What is alpha? Then beta is 1 by alpha. C is 5a and a plus 2 solved equal to a equal to 1 by 2. Similar. So many questions are there, and if you study 2 or 3 you will be able to know more. Clear? Clear? Yes.